the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Oakland Raiders. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown. His second touchdown on the season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At their own 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, 53! 54! Mike, 54! How you get ahead? How you get ahead? 53
on play action, now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Let's go, defense. 26.
First carry for James Conner. Levante David in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Prescott. They'll get that one complete to Conner. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Conner. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Mike, 45.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. He gets it to Brown. Complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, let's go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man, I got you. Hey, Alabama. 58 to Mike, 58. 58.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Prescott now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the
Prescott from the gun. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
General West.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Brady now to throw. And break. The tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Now Connor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
There you go.
Mike 54. Let's get the ball.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
First down, Prescott. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A first down throw for Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Connor. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. Yeah.
Brady now on first down. He completes it to Evans. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first.
Sugar! Hey, Alpha!
Right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, second!
From the 41, Brady. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Bristol, Travis.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
72.
From the gun, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
61, match box, right.
On 2nd and goal, Brady escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal.
He goes to use you.
Check it.
58, boy. 58. 58.
Hey, Delta.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scott Miller in the final seconds of the first half as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun on third down, Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
49, check 49, check 49. Hey, 66.
This is Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now a play fake. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, 166.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And
a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run with Connor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
That's going to be a long day. Sponge. No.
Right back to Connor here on first. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it with Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, look, you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Mike, 45.
I want that. Give it up.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check. Crunch. 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 Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
380. Hey, regular.
They'll go again to Jones. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Max Crosby drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a first down carry by Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
SOS. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. No.
Again, it's Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this punt goes out of bounds. And it'll be marked inside the 40. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second and very short, Carr. That's complete to his running back, Connor. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Carr going to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, he's going to air one out. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
54. Let's go, D.
Topper, topper.
It's going to be a long day.
Check four, check four.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Check, 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 check. Easy. Ozzy, Ozzy.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Alert 3, alert 3. Check 26, check 26. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, hey.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Sugar, sugar.
On play action, now Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 15 now. Carr, he's going to let it fly. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Wait, check. Watch 54. Get ready. Hey, switch gears. Undercrush.
On first down, Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Mike 54. Check. Shift. Watch the shift. Check it.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got